Story Nest.
Milo, a small mouse with fur the color of moonlight and eyes like shiny black beads, lived in the cozy walls of an old farmhouse. But Milo wasn't just any mouse. He was Milo the Magical Mouse. One sunny morning, a shimmering, golden invitation fluttered down beside his tiny nose. It was an invitation to the legendary Enchanted Cheese Factory, a place whispered about in hushed tones among the mice, a place where cheese dreams came true. The invitation promised a day of joyful exploration filled with laughter, friendship, and most importantly, mountains of the most delicious cheese imaginable. Milo's whiskers twitched with excitement. He packed a tiny knapsack with a crumb of bread and a hopeful heart and set off towards the factory, which glowed in the distance like a cheesy beacon. As Milo approached the factory gates, which were made of giant swirling cheddar and Swiss, he saw other small creatures arriving too. There was Beatrice, a fluffy bunny with a twitching pink nose and a basket woven from clover, and Finley, a squirrel with a bushy tail and bright, curious eyes, clutching a tiny map made of a dried leaf. At the entrance, they were greeted by a jolly badger in a tall white chef's hat, who introduced himself as Barnaby the head cheesemaker. Barnaby's laughter boomed like a happy drum as he welcomed them inside. The factory was even more wondrous than Milo had imagined. Rivers of melted cheese flowed through the halls. Cheese wheels, as big as wagons, rolled by on conveyor belts, and the air was thick with the glorious aroma of 1,000 different cheeses. Their first stop was the Hall of 1,000 Flavors, a vast room filled with shelves stacked high with cheeses of every color and scent imaginable. There was rainbow-colored cheese that tasted like fruit, cheese that sparkled like jewels and had a hint of honey, and even a cheese that smelled surprisingly like freshly cut grass. Beatrice nibbled on a delicate lavender-infused cheese, her nose wiggling with delight, while Finley excitedly sampled a spicy pepper jack, his eyes watering but a grin on his face. Milo tentatively tried a creamy moon cheese, and its gentle milky flavor made him sigh with contentment. They shared their cheesy discoveries, their initial shyness melting away with each delicious bite. Next, Barnaby led them to the Giggle Gadget Workshop, a chaotic but joyful room where wacky machines churned out cheese in the most unexpected ways. There was a machine that carved cheese into the shapes of tiny animals, another that filled cheese balloons that floated through the air, and a giant ticklish cheese press that made everyone who stood near it burst into laughter. Milo, Beatrice, and Finley chased after cheese butterflies, popped cheesy bubbles, and helped Barnaby operate a machine that spun cheese into long golden threads. They laughed until their sides hurt, their voices echoing through the workshop in a chorus of pure joy. As the day drew to a close, Barnaby gathered Milo, Beatrice, and Finley in the grand cheese tasting hall, a magnificent room with a long table laden with every cheese they had encountered that day, and many more. They feasted like royalty, savoring each flavor and sharing their favorite moments from their adventure. Milo realized that the Enchanted Cheese Factory wasn't just about delicious cheese, it was about the joy of discovery, the warmth of friendship, and the magic of laughter. With their hearts full and their tiny bellies happily stuffed, Milo, Beatrice, and Finley bid farewell to Barnaby, promising to visit the Enchanted Cheese Factory again soon, already dreaming of their next cheesy adventure.